Good morning, mister. Do you want some breakfast? Let's put you out in the field. He's a good boy. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another show vlog. Today we are off to Gosnells. So Jackson has to be measured, and I thought this would be a nice little show to take him to because they have measuring on and it's good practice for him to stand. So I am going to take him to Gosnells today, and yeah, I've let the ponies out and I'm just going to finish my coffee and do a little bit of stable work. Float's all hooked up, everything's ready to go. So I might do his tail before I leave. And yeah, that's about it. Right, so all the stable work is done. I really like getting up and doing the stables early before a show. I don't know, it's really nice. Something kind of meditative about getting up and doing stable work early before a show. So everything's done. I'm just gonna go and get Jacko. He's over there grazing, do his tail, change his rugs over, and then he's ready to go on the float. Ready, Jackson? Look who it is, guys, it's Karen. So Karen came down to help me out today. She came and groomed for me and it was so nice to see her again. We took him in and got him measured. Karen actually held him for me so that we could get him measured, and he measured 15.2 on the nose. So today we entered a couple of different lead classes. This is my first lead class, which is lead gelding, 7 to 10 years, and we were the only one in it, so we did end up winning this class. All in all, I was pretty happy with how Jackson went in hand. He listened to me mostly, even though he got a little bit excited. He definitely came back to me when I asked and ran out quite nicely. We still need to work a bit on him standing up for the judge, but to be honest, that's my fault because I don't really practice it enough at home with him. So that's something that I will definitely endeavour to do in the future. It was so windy this morning and my hat kept trying to blow off, and that hat's like quite a nice hat, it stays on quite well, so that just shows how windy it actually was. That was his workout for champion lead gelding, and here I'm just standing him up a bit for the judge to see. He actually stood up quite well in this class and ended up getting champion lead gelding. So here we are going in for Supreme of Breed, and we didn't end up getting Supreme, but that was fine. the filly that beat us is a really lovely filly, so I can totally understand the judge's decision, and I was pretty happy because he stood up quite nicely and ran out in that class quite well, so I was still really pleased. Nice way to end the lead section. So here we are in our warm-up for ridden, and it was quite a busy show because it's an all-breed show. There were quite a lot of horses and some ponies. Jackson actually had quite a look at some of the spotty ponies, which he hadn't really seen before, but all in all he warmed up quite well for his ridden classes. Here he is in his first ridden class, ridden standardbred gelding. There was only 2 ridden standardbreds, which is a little bit of a shame, but the judges in both rings that we were in commented on what lovely horses they were. Both judges were very impressed with how well they both went around, so it was really nice that although it was a small turnout, the quality was quite high. So I was quite happy overall with how Jackson worked this afternoon. His canter is becoming much more balanced when he's out and about, much closer to the work we're getting at home. He still wants to go a bit deep sometimes, but I think all in all he's really starting to put things together and become quite nice and balanced to ride. Because it was hot and there were quite a lot of breeds for the judges to get through, we did both of our classes on the ring. Would have been nice to have a go at a couple of workouts, but I'm sure with a few shows coming up we will get plenty of opportunity to practice workouts in the near future. So Jackson was lucky enough to win this class, and he came away with champion ridden standardbred. The other little standardbred in our ring was so cute, and it's only his first ridden canter show, so he did such a good job, and she was such a nice girl riding the other standardbred, and we got chatting and it was just so nice. That's the best thing about going to horse shows, is meeting people and making new friends. So here we are in the second ring for the afternoon. So this is the off the track standardbred ring, and Jackson actually I thought worked a bit better in this class. I didn't get the full class on video, but he really was with me and was quite obedient and submissive, and I was really pleased with how well he went around in this class. The judge for this ring was so lovely and complimentary to both of our horses. He gave us some lovely feedback and said that they were both a credit to their breed, which was so nice to hear. And because standardbreds are harness racing horses, they are a bit different to ride than a kind of regular saddlebred horse. So yeah, it was really nice that both of these horses were able to show the breed in a good light and show that they can make the transition over to being a riding horse if they're given a bit of education and a bit of TLC. So I was so pleased with how Jacko went today. He was much more relaxed. He's starting to understand that he's not going to the races when we go out to a show, and I think he's quite starting to enjoy the show boy life. All in all, we had such a nice day today. I'm so glad that Jackson's starting to relax and really enjoy his new job. And we had quite a successful day, coming home with 3 champion ribbons. So that's the end of my video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Happy trotter, happy to be home. What a goose. What a big goose.